Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. My name is Callie Smith. Today is March 6, 2018. Thank you for tuning in to our Texan TV newscast. In campus news, after a rocky season and an early conference tournament exit, the Tarleton State men's basketball team will not make an appearance in the Division II national tournament. This is the first time the men's basketball team has not been selected in years. The NCAA made their decision on March 4th, ending the Texan season early. In local news, Sarah Vandenberg of the Empire Tribune reported that voters will head to the polls today to vote in the Republican primary election. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 10 locations in Erath County. The Courthouse, Texas Bank, United Cooperative Services, Newman Hall, Dublin County Annex, Lingleville School, Morgan Mill Community Center, Selden Community Center, Bluffdale Fire Department, and Huckabee School. There are 10 voting locations and voters can vote at any of them, said County Clerk Gwenda Jones. Voters have a lot to decide locally with a contentious race for sheriff and 5 candidates voting for the position of county judge. And now today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. A medical examiner says a Texas man had a blood alcohol level 4 times the state's legal limit when he drove to his estranged wife's home and fatally shot her and 7 other people. The Associated Press reports that an autopsy shows 32-year-old Spencer Height had a blood alcohol level of 0.33% during the September 10th incident in Plano. The legal limit for intoxication in Texas is 0.08%. Authorities say Height opened fire at the home where a football watch party was being held. Height's 27-year-old estranged wife, Meredith Height, was fatally shot along with 7 others. Officers who responded to the incident fatally shot Spencer Height. Friends say he had grown despondent as his marriage dissolved. In national news, the latest on former Trump campaign aide Sam Nunberg, who initially said he will defy a subpoena from Special Counsel Robert Mueller. In a reversal, Nunberg tells the Associated Press that he's likely going to end up cooperating with them. Nunberg says he's angry about being asked to share his email conversations with a long list of ex-campaign aides, and he says he doesn't think the subpoena is fair and that he'd like Mueller's team to narrow the scope of its inquiry. For more of today's international and national news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. Top Republicans are urging President Trump to back away from his plan to impose trade tariffs. Trump is threatening to put the tariffs on imported steel and aluminum, including imports from Canada and Mexico. South Korea says a delegation it sent to North Korea met with Kim Jong-un. It's the first time South Korean officials met with the North Korean leader since he took office. Protesters at Michigan State University clashed with police and supporters of white nationalist Richard Spencer. Police say at least a dozen people were arrested during Spencer's visit to the school. And Oregon Governor Kate Brown signed a law stopping domestic abusers and people under restraining orders from owning firearms. It's the first new gun control law in the U.S. since the Florida high school shooting. Shirley Smith, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports news, promoters for middleweight boxer Canelo Alvarez are saying contaminated meat caused him to test positive for a banned drug. A voluntary test showed Alvarez had traces of clenbuterol. A statement from Golden Boy Promotions said the amount was consistent with meat contamination that has impacted athletes in Mexico and China. Daniel Eichner, director of the World Anti-Doping Agency, wrote Monday, "These values are all within the range of what is expected from meat contamination." Alvarez is rescheduled for a rematch with middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin on May 5th in Las Vegas, a highly anticipated fight after their draw last. Alvarez will move his training camp from Mexico to the United States and submit to additional tests, Golden Boy said. Now for weather from the National Weather Service. The forecast today is fair with a high of 65 and a low of 34. This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in to Northland Channel Cable 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Brianna McCarty, DeAndre Hogg, Joel Leach, and Caitlin Rivera. Have a wonderful day, Texans.